Okay, gentlemen and ladies, I think we've got a 5:30 on the clock, so if we would, what we'll do is we'll say the pledge to the flag, and then we'll say, Gerald Smith will say the invocation, and then we'll say the pledge to the flag. Gerald?
Right.
I pledge.
Lord, I thank you for this day. We thank you for allowing us to serve as citizens of Dublin. We ask that you put your hand on us and help guide us in decisions that will be pleasing in your sight for the good of all the people that we serve. Help us never to forget that you're in charge, and we need to look to you for the answers during these troubling times. We thank you. Be with us as we go through this meeting. We ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, guys, if you would, remember to mute your phone unless you're speaking. And we're going to begin the meeting tonight with a couple of special presentations and then an introduction. I will turn it over now to Chief Cutler, who is in the other room and will be joining us by camera, and he's got a very special presentation he'd like to make. Chief?
Good evening, Mayor and City Manager and City Council. I would like to tell you about an outstanding citizen that risked his life to save others. On December 26, 2020, Shane Preston was going hunting at 5:40 in the morning. While traveling on Hillcrest Parkway near King Edward Drive, Shane encountered smoke crossing the roadway that he thought was more than just chimney smoke. He thought enough about it that he turned around to investigate. When he turned on King Edward, he discovered smoke and flames coming from the roof of 1102 King Edward Drive, and no one was outside. Shane beat on the front door to wake up the occupants, and he heard a female scream that the house was on fire. Shane was able to assist the female and child out of the house, and then entered the burning house to assist an elderly female to safety. In my opinion, Shane Preston is the example of a model citizen, realizing someone was in need, taking action. We present Shane Preston with this Award of Valor and appreciate him for risking his life to save others. Shane's actions saved 3 lives that fateful morning. I have with me Shane Preston. I've got an Award of Valor and a letter from my office of appreciation for his actions on that day. Dane, if you step over. I'd like to present you with this award. Dublin Fire Department appreciates you for saving 3 lives when you entered a burning house at 1102 King Edward Drive and assisted 3 occupants out of the building on that fateful morning. Shane was going hunting when he discovered a fire that likely would have resulted in 3 injuries or deaths. Thank you for risking your own life to save others. And I also have a framed letter of appreciation that we're also giving Shane. Anything you'd like to say, Shane?
No, sir. Just glad I was there.
We're glad you were there too. Thanks, Shane.
Shane, I know you don't expect thanks, but this is a great thing, and we appreciate your valor and your being a hero, a local hero, and saving these folks. That was a good day's work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, our next presentation is our city manager, Lance Jones, would like to read a letter and present a plaque to someone who could not be here tonight. Lance, go ahead.
All right, now I'm unmuted. This is a very special presentation to somebody who's been a fixture here for some time. Some people don't like you telling their age, but I think I can safely say Mr. George Baker started with the city of Dublin 21 years ago when most people have retired and gone to the house. He would start a whole new career with the city. But what I have here is a letter from Principal Lakeisha Fluker, Susie Dasher Elementary School, and it's rather long, but I'm going to read the whole thing because I think it's very appropriate. But, this is on behalf of the students and staff of Susie Dasher Elementary School. I'm honored to submit this letter of support on behalf of our beloved school crossing guard, Mr. George Baker, as he closes this chapter of his enduring service to the city of Dublin and Dublin City Schools. Mr. Baker, affectionately referred to as Mr. GB, has been a wonderful asset to the Susie Dasher Elementary family over the past many years. During his tenure as our school's crossing guard, he has shown himself to be truly a man of great wisdom, humility, and most importantly, faith. We all like that to be said of us. Mr. Baker's outgoing personality and gentle spirit has been simply contagious among the students, parents, and staff at SDE. He was often one of the first faces that students and parents would see upon entering the building to start their day, one of the last faces that they would see as he would wave them goodbye. Mr. Baker's presence was such that parents and students would inquire as to his whereabouts for the days that he was absent. What I will always appreciate the most about Mr. Baker is his ability to tell it like it is, while still keeping a smile. I remember during the 2015-2016 school year, as I entered my first year as principal of Susie Dasher, Mr. George was one of the first individuals to cordially welcome me to the school. I'm quite certain his previous military background probably contributed to this. But he also thought it not robbery to lay out for me plainly the challenge placed before me. Not only was Mr. Baker straightforward when providing his perspective, but he was still encouraging and reassuring while relaying his confidence in my ability to have a positive impact in the school. And for this, I'm forever grateful. Mr. Baker's positive energy contributed to the morale amongst the faculty, staff, students, and community partners as well. For example, he would often greet and check in with the guests and organizations visiting the school during various scheduled events as a simple act of hospitality. He would also surprise the faculty and staff with donuts throughout the year. Well, I could go on and on about Mr. Baker's invaluable contribution to the SDE family. This moment is bittersweet. We understand there's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens, Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's no question that Mr. George Baker will be deeply missed. Our prayers are that God continues to bless him bountifully as he goes forward by faith into the new season that awaits. Sincerely, Lakeisha W. Fluker, Principal. And we have a plaque that we're going to present him. I don't know if it showed up right on there, but you can see it. He was not able to be here with us tonight, but he's truly one of those people that somebody else will take that job, but he'll never be replaced. So, congratulations, Mr. Baker. That is the kind of remembrance we'd like anybody to have of. So, thank y'all.
Thank you, Lance.
Hi, I'm Kyle Gerard with A+ Flooring and Construction. We're excited about our new showroom and design center at 1801 Rice Avenue in Dublin, Georgia. So come down to 1801 Rice Avenue and shop with us. For quality without question, make sure you give us a call at A+ Flooring and Construction.
I'm Don Carswell of Dublin Chevrolet. The new year means new savings on your favorite Chevys.
Save over $5,000 off MSRP on the Chevy Equinox.
And remember, Don sells cars well only at Dublin Chevrolet.
Okay, our next item is an introduction, and what I'd like to do is introduce a young lady that is going to be hanging out at City Hall for the next few months, Armanda Brown. If you ever go to First Lawrence Bank in Dublin, she's usually at the either the drive-in window or either she's inside, and she has got customer service down. She's very good. She's got a pleasant attitude, a smile every time, and I'm very excited about the opportunity to be able to work with her along with some other of the members of council and and staff over the next few weeks. Amana is a senior at Middle Georgia College, and her major is in political science. Amana, it's good to see you. Would you like to address council or say anything?
Hello everybody. I'm very excited about this experience and I interact with a lot of wonderful people. And I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you.
Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you, and I hope y'all will see, when you see Amana, I told her it's a little weird having the virtual thing, that it's a lot more exciting when we're all together, but maybe she'll get to see that soon. Maybe we'll be back to that before long. So thank you, Amana. Okay, that concludes the presentations and introductions, and I will now go into the agenda items. And the first order of business is item number 1, approval of the January 7th, 2021 and January 28th, 2021 special call city council meeting minutes. And we can go by hands. I've got Mr. Jones as a motion and Mr. Brown as a second. Any discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. Those opposed? Thank you. Item number 2 is approval of bills over $3,000. You also have a copy of those bills with you. Got a motion by Mr. Edwards and a second by Mr. Griggs to approve the bills. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, raise your hand. All those opposed? Motion carries. Item number 3 is approval of purchases over $3,000. Mr. Jones?
No purchases, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. All right. Item number 4 is discussion and action on a resolution to authorize, execute, and deliver a quitclaim deed of certain properties to the Dublin-Lawrence Land Bank Authority. Mr. Jones, do you want to tell us about that one?
Yes, I'll read the resolution. It's resolution number 21-03, a resolution of the mayor and council of the city of Dublin authorizing the mayor to execute and deliver a quitclaim deed of certain properties to the Dublin-Lawrence Land Bank Authority to set an effective date and for other lawful purposes. And Ms. Powell, could you tell us what property those are?
Yes, sir. It's a property on North Franklin Street, just above Moore Street. I believe the address is 606. That's in the legal description. And the other property is 706 Rose Street. And the land bank, as I understand it, has individuals that they have expressed an interest in purchasing these properties from. Both of them were acquired by the city at tax sale, and so they're ready now to transfer to the land bank if that's council's wish.
Okay, you've heard staff's, is it, I guess, Mr. Jones, I assume this is, okay. I assume, Mr. Jones, you were, this is staff's recommendation that we do this.
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. That being said, you've heard staff recommendation. I got a motion by Mr. Gerald Smith, and I got a second by Mr. Paul Griggs. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor, raise your hand. Those opposed? Motion carried unanimously. Okay, that's the only, that's the last item on the agenda as far as that goes. We now go to citizens' comments. Are there any citizens? I think Mr. Chris Smith would like to make some comments, and he's making his way to the podium in the back that you'll be able to see on the special presentation camera.
We got another Chris Smith, Mr. Mayor.
Pardon me?
Chris Johnson. Chris Johnson.
Chris Johnson. I'm sorry. There's a bunch of Smiths and Chris's and Johnsons, but Mr. Chris Johnson.
Thank you, Mayor, City Council. My name is Christopher Johnson. I'm here for the Optima Consolidated Voice Work Group, and we are a group of civic-minded citizens that are working and supporting our local officials to get productive things done in the community. And so there are a lot of different things that we are interested in. And I just wanted to come here today to express my appreciation for City Councilman Smith for listening and being willing to help create a forum to listen to some ideas about how we can better serve the kids in our community. So I think that's a very positive, conversation that we are embarking on, and I'm excited about it. And I just want to express my appreciation to Chris and also City Manager Lance for also collaborating with us to entertain some ideas that's going to make the city better and green. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Portions of this program are brought to you in part by Fairview Park Hospital, a leader in healthcare for Dublin, Lawrence, and surrounding communities. Providing specialty services through facilities such as our Sleep Center, the Heart Center, and Women's Imaging Center.
When the power's out, you're out of business. But with natural gas, with the City of Dublin, when the power's out, you can still cook on your gas stove or shower with your gas hot water heater, or even fire up the grill. Plus save money every single day because natural gas costs half the price of electricity and propane. Start saving today with the City of Dublin Natural Gas. Call Brad Grimes at 277-5048 and you'll never be out of business with natural gas.
Appreciate that very much. Any other citizens like to address council? If not, we'll now go to council comments, and Mr. Gerald Smith, we'll begin with you.
Well, we keep on with these unusual times, but it's nice to be able to gather virtually. I'd like to congratulate those folks that were mentioned earlier, and especially the citizen who saved the lives of those 3 people. That just goes to show all of us that it's a good thing to be paying attention when you're traveling and driving, and when you see something suspicious or looking out of place. Somebody wants to stop and see about it. It could have made the difference in the lives of these people. Also, Amari, I want to congratulate you for going into the city. I know you well from working at the bank, and what a pleasure it's always been dealing with you. I know you're going to be a great contributor while you're there. And for the employees of the school employees, I didn't have anything to write that down with, but congratulations on a wonderful career there. That's my comment, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Benny Jones.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to also thank the employees the employees from the school, crossing guard, Mr. Jones said, do a wonderful job. I've seen him, I had encountered with him, does a wonderful job, and I always have a smile on his face and love what he do. I also congratulate, thank citizens that saved the 3 citizens' lives, being very diligent. That's what the definition of a true hero. And I had to welcome Ms. Monty for coming on to the city. I'd like to welcome you. But I also like warn everyone, I know this is weekend, they might go to the Super Bowl party, but hey, but let's please be diligent and be very wise and avoid the large gatherings as we come down. And we hope to get back to normal sometime when it warm up, but we won't be able to do it. Through the large gatherings, let's continue to be very wise, and let's stay away from the large gatherings and mask up and what you're supposed to do. And if it's time for you to get a vaccination, go get your shot and get vaccinated, and so we can get back to normal life. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Mr. Bill Brown.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I too would like to echo what's gone before. Congratulate Mr. George Baker for his time with the city, and I'm sure he mentored quite a number of children during his time at as crossing guard at Hillcrest Elementary. Also like to again thank Shane Preston for his unselfishness and valiant efforts to save those 3 lives and the success in that. I also would like to, again, extend a welcome to the intern, Amani, and I look forward to interacting with her when time permits. And as everyone else said, COVID is still out there, so please practice what's been preached to you. Social distance, mask up, wash your hands, avoid large crowds. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Mr. Davis, you're on mute. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mayor Best. Want to commend all of the individuals that received an award, especially Mr. Shane Preston receiving the Award of Valor for his heroic effort of saving some lives in our city. Kudos to him. Also to Mr. George Baker. I've known him for many, many years, and he's continued to display outstanding workmanship and leadership in our community. And I thank Ms. Keisha Fluker for making that award, being responsible for that award, principal at Susan Dasher Elementary School. And also to Ms. Amani Brown, we welcome you and look forward to meeting you going forward. Also, I want to thank Mr. Chris Johnson for continuously doing outstanding work in the community. I always tell Chris Johnson he's a cut above, and I still want to say that today. I want to encourage the people to continue to practice being safe, social distancing, and doing all the protocols that the South Central Health District ask us to do. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Chris Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just to echo from everyone again, just everyone continue to stay safe, continue to mask up. Mr. Preston, outstanding job of being the hero saving those lives. Mr. Baker, thank you for your outstanding work over at the Susan Dasher. And our money, I see you all the time. First Lawrence Bank is with us, so welcome to the city. All right, that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Paul Griggs.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'd like to congratulate Mr. Preston for his heroic duty. There's not many folks that will jump in and do that kind of stuff. We need to learn from him. Congratulations to Mr. Baker and welcome Ms. Brown. Continue to be safe and take care of yourself. And that's all I've got today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Edwards.
I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in on Facebook for these new style meetings that we're having. I'd like to thank Shane Preston for his heroic actions. I've known Shane for a long time, and just not surprising, he's always been willing to step up challenges ahead of people in need. Thank you for that. I'd like to welcome Ms. Marty Brown to the city as intern, and then also thank Mr. George for many years of service he's done, and congratulate him on the retirement. Wish him a long and happy retirement. And, thank everyone for coming.
Thank you. Before I do have some final comments I'd like to make, but before I do, is that you, Kenny? I can't tell. We're past citizens' comments, but are you okay? Do you want? Okay, good deal. Okay, if you would allow me, would like to make some comments tonight, and I've written it down where I can keep up with what I'm saying. After much prayerful consideration and discussion with my family and a very few close friends, and the fact that I'm in my 32nd year of public office, I'm announcing my decision to retire as your mayor later this year. The City of Dublin's charter, which is our constitution, allows for a window of time for my retirement where the city can avoid having a special election. and will be able to fill my remaining term during the typical midterm elections for council seats. That window runs from May to August. That being said, I will officially retire at our July 1st council meeting. I do plan to continue to serve this community, which I love so dearly. At this point, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to serve as your mayor for almost between mayor and council 29 years here in Dublin. I'm grateful for that, and the citizens have allowed me to serve as your council member and mayor, and I'm also thankful for what Dublin has meant to my family. It's been Dublin will give you back 3 times what you give it, and it has certainly done that with me. I'm humbled, and I love all of you, and I have loved being your mayor. As I jokingly told a friend today, I'm not sick that I know of. I hadn't done anything bad. I'm not mad. It's just time to retire. And I know we've got some good folks that will be trying to run for my seat, and I know council will appoint somebody in the interim that will be good to fill that spot until the election occurs. I appreciate it, and if there's no further business, we stand adjourned.